Hello, everyone. It's Rachel, and welcome to day 3 of Captivate with Confidence. I am super, super excited to be with you again here for at least here in Atlanta, this absolutely gorgeous Friday. So, we're going to jump right in just a second. I just want to give people a second to join in. I see a couple of faces coming in right now. You could just let me know that you can hear me, right? All is good on this end. Give me a thumbs up. And we'll jump right into brain confidence, which in all honesty, this might be my favorite day. I was just checking on my phone to make sure that it's all working and you guys can see me, but it's not showing, so I'm not sure. So someone let me know if you can hear me clearly. Yes, thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, so we'll jump right in. We touched on this a little bit on day one. On day one, we talked a little bit about what is confidence. What is confidence and where does it come from? Hello, Ray. Yes. And today I want to talk again a little bit about it and how you create it. So confidence is a feeling, and our feelings come from our brain, from what we're thinking. So in order to create confidence, we have to have thoughts that make us feel confident. So in all truthfulness, a lot of people believe that confidence comes from getting validation from other people. That's what people tell me all the time. I actually threw this out into a very large group and I said, what do you think makes you more confident? And the number one answer I got was people said, when other people tell me I did a good job. So I want to explain to you actually what's happening, because that is not actually what's making you feel more confident. What's making you feel more confident is that person says, you did an amazing job, or thank you so much, that changed my life. What actually is making you feel confident is that you're agreeing with them. You have thoughts in your head that say, oh my God, I did a good job. Here is the good news, is we don't have to wait for outside validation. We can create it right here, right now, on demand, my friends. Are you guys ready? So I'm going to teach you a tool that I teach in my coaching programs, that I teach inside the Holistic Growth Mastermind. And I learned this tool from my mentor, my teacher, Brooke Castillo, over at the Life Coach School. That's who I certified with. So are you guys ready to dive in? This is going to be super fun. Okay, so I changed it up just a little bit. This is the confidence model, and Brooke calls it the model, but we're going to break it down into the confidence model today. And this is the confidence model. The skill represents the S, the T represents thoughts, the feeling is going to be confident, right? And the results is a thriving business. So if you want, you can go ahead and write that down. Of course, I believe it's in your playbook that you'll be getting with the replay. So that's the confident model. Let's look at the doubt model. This is where most of us start, especially when we're new in our business, okay? So I'm going to take that banner off just so you can see better. Okay. So when you just get started at a skill, right? Your craft, you might be experiencing some self-doubt, and that is so normal, of course, right? Because you haven't done it yet. And anything we haven't done is going to challenge us to step out of our comfort zone. So give me a thumbs up right now. Well, actually, give me a 1 right now if you're experiencing some self-doubt. Sometimes we also hear this as imposter syndrome. If you're someone right now who's experiencing some imposter syndrome, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because yeah, we all go through this at different periods in our business, okay? And many of us go through different periods of this actually in lots of areas in our life. So imposter syndrome is just a form of living in the doubt model. So we're going to go through an example of this, and I'm going to want you guys to create your own self-doubt model, because what this tool is going to do is give you really clear awareness of where you currently are. And we have to know where we currently are to figure out where we want to be, right? In order not to figure out where we want to be, we know where we want to be, right? We want to feel confident. We want to feel really certain in ourself, right? In our skills and our abilities to create a thriving business. So right now, if we don't know where we are, it's going to be really hard to design the path to get us to that result. So let me use a little like metaphor for you. I love metaphors. Right now, if you were to go to your local mall, okay, and let's just say you haven't been in a long time. Like I can't even remember the last time I went to the mall. It's probably been, honestly, maybe at least 2 years. So let's just say I wanted to go to the Mac store. Let's say my Mac wasn't working well and I needed to get it looked at. Well, I don't actually go to the mall all the time and I don't know where the Mac store is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at one of those big maps, right? And the first thing I'm going to do is locate where I currently am. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for where's the Mac store on the map. When I do that, then I can find the quickest path to get there. What we wouldn't want to do, which sometimes I've been found to do, and maybe you've done too, and what we often are all doing all the time, is we just enter the mall and start wandering. We start wandering around and try to find it. And it usually, I would say, unless you're really lucky, is going to take you, it's twice as long to get there. And the same thing is true in our business. If we don't know where we are currently, right, but we know where we want to go, it's going to take us twice as long to create a path to get there. And that's what I want you to see, is that when we know where we are, we know where we want to be, it's going to be so much easier to create that direct line, those steps to get there. And this is the tool that's going to help you in terms of shifting from a place of feeling in self-doubt, not confident, maybe insecure, into a place where you feel confident and ready to take some action. So the skill, for example, let's just say that you are a coach, okay? So I'm a coach, so I'm going to use that right now. But really, in the S line, I want you to put whatever you do. So if you're a coach, if you're a yoga teacher, right? If you're a musician, a singer, if you're an artist, if you're a real estate agent, right? I was talking to a client the other day, okay? He's a real estate agent. Believe it or not, a lot of people are like, well, a real estate agent's not a wellness-based entrepreneur. But in all truthfulness, a real estate agent really could be categorized in this realm if they chose to see themselves that way, because it is helping someone, it's serving someone, right? Helping them find a home, right? Anyways, I just wanted to show you how you can really, when you allow your brain to open, you can see things in lots of different ways and lights. So everyone right now, I want you to put what your skill is right now in the S line. So again, coach, therapist, artist, singer, whatever it is. Now, what is your current thought about your ability to do that skill? So some of the ones that people will come to me with are, I can't do this, or I'm not sure if I can do this, or I'm not good at this, or others are better than me. This is probably the top one I see. Others are better than me. So we have our thought line now. Now, we want to ask ourselves, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel when you're thinking others are better than me? Likely doubt, maybe insecure, maybe feeling defeated, depending on what your thought was. Go ahead and find one feeling. From there, you want to start to ask yourself, how does this feeling affect what I do and what I don't do? So here's an example from a model with a client I had who said others are better than me. She felt doubt, okay? She started to hide. She didn't share her story, right, with other people. She wasn't posting copy consistently. She was spinning in confusion. And remember, we talked about confusion yesterday. Confusion is only a way to stay safe and hide. Yes, Ray. We're going to get to this in just a moment. We're going to get to the ability for client attraction, but we're going to just start with the skill for a moment. Okay. So thank you so much for putting that thought out, because I'm guessing you're not the only one on here who's having it. Okay. But what I want you to see is, what are you doing? What are you not doing? Because what you're doing and what you're not doing directly affects your current result. What I want you to see, though, is your actions come always from our emotions, from our feelings. Your feelings, though, we know were created from your thought. So what happens is your thought, what you're thinking, becomes your result, my friends, because the actions that you're taking or not taking always create a result. So we're going to do this again. And now, as Ray mentioned, I want you to think about, instead of your skill being your craft, I want you to see how this model works in many different ways. I want you to think about your ability to attract clients, or your ability to market, because marketing, writing copy, is a skill, my friends. It's not something I believe that we are born with. Maybe some people are, but you don't have to be born with it to create it. Okay, hear that again. You don't have to be born a fantastic, amazing writer or marketer to learn how to become one. How do I know this? Because if you had asked me about a year and a half ago, if I was a good writer, I would have told you you were insane. I would have told you that I was horrible at writing. Now, I don't know if I would have told you I was horrible at marketing. I think I was pretty neutral. But in terms of writing copy, I was very insecure about it. Here's what happened, though. Because of my insecurity, and I knew it was a really important skill to learn, I invested a lot of time, money, and energy to master the skill. And how do we master any skill? It starts with the willingness to want to learn. Okay. So it's only thing that's gone wrong right now, if you're thinking, I'm not very good at marketing, I'm not very good at writing copy that compels and converts. All I can tell you right now is you haven't learned the art, the skill of it. Now, in order to want to learn that skill, you can't be in a place, I'm not good at it, I suck at it, I'll never be good at it, right? Because then your brain will never be open to receive the lessons in the learning. So the first thing I want us to do is to just clean up all of that junk. And how we're going to do that is right here. So right now, I want you to write in the S line, let's just write writing copy. And if you're like, Rachel, what is writing copy? Because I remember when I first got into this business, I was really new as a coach. I had never heard that term, and I was kind of confused. So writing copy are the words that go into your post on social media, the words that go into your emails, the words that maybe you use in a Facebook Live, or even on your website. All those words are simply what we call copy. Now, I want you to write there copy, okay, as the skill. Now, go ahead and think about, what are the first thoughts that come to mind for you when it comes to writing words that compel people to want to work with you. Go ahead and put it in. And if you're a brave soul, share it. Okay. So one of the more common thoughts I hear is, I don't know how, I'm not a good writer, right? I don't ever know what to say. Okay. You can give me a thumbs up if that sounds familiar. When you're thinking these thoughts, I want you to notice, how does that make you feel? Probably pretty similar to this line right here: doubt, defeated, insecure. Pick the one feeling. Now, when you're feeling that, notice what happens. Notice what happens. What actions do you take? Do you hide? Do you not show up? Are you not consistent? So what are you doing? What are you not doing? Let me just see what Ray had to say. I'm good at writing copy that people enjoy and interact with, but it doesn't convert them into clients. Yes. So what we know then, Ray, is that they're enjoying what you're sharing, but there's something missing where you're not compelling them. So really, in order to compel someone, as we talked about a little bit on day 1 and day 2, is you have to really get into the emotions of the person. And the most important part is you have to be able to help them understand the value of working with you in a very clear, specific way. Many people, when they read, they might enjoy reading something, but they don't fully understand the value of how it's going to transform their life. Now, that's your job, right? You have to be able to do that in a very clear and specific way. The other thing that's often missing in our copy is what is the impact of not doing this work with you? And so often I see so many coaches, so many therapists, so many healers, so many service providers out there that are not pointing this out. And this is the missing link for a lot of people. So go ahead and let's finish out your doubt model. What are you doing? What are you not doing? And then what is the result? I can guarantee you right now, the result is you not having the thriving business you want. Because otherwise, right, you might not be on this call right now. All right. Or maybe you do, and you're just ready to scale to the next level, and you want to learn how to master this art of using words to compel people without the struggle. All right, guys. So here we go. Doubt model. Now we want to move into the confident model, okay? Because that's where we all want to be. Again, put in the skill craft, or like we were talking about in the last model, you can also do this for your marketing, for your copy. Here, we know what you need to be thinking, right? I know what I'm doing. I'm great at what I do. I know enough to get started. When it comes to the thoughts about copy, one great thought I want to offer up that I highly suggest is that I am amazing at compelling people, and I know that they want this, okay? When you're thinking that, you're going to feel super confident, right? You're going to want to show up from that energy in that space, and we're going to talk about energy in just a moment, because the energy behind what you write is so freaking important, my friends, okay? And it is so often passed over. But before we get into the energy, I want you to get into a headspace where you're thinking from a place that makes you feel confident. If you're not here yet, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes you can borrow the thought that it's possible I know more than the people right now, or I'm one step ahead of the person I want to help. That's a great thought, okay? In terms of your copy, a thought you could borrow is I'm learning how to write compelling copy, okay? I'm learning how to be a fantastic marketer, okay? Notice how that makes you feel. Notice how it changes, the feelings change the energy in your body, and then how you show up differently. Notice what you do and what you don't do, because that directly is going to impact the success of your business. So tonight, when you get the playbook, I want you to start to run some models and be really honest and onto yourself, because usually there's underlying crap, guys, I'm just going to say it, under the surface that's slowing you down and keeping you from showing up as the most powerful version of you. So let's talk a little bit. Oh, I didn't make any more slides on this. I just wanted to talk about it. Let's talk a little bit about your energy. Energy is everywhere, right? We are all made up of energy. I'm made up of energy. You're made up of energy. Even my water bottle right here is made up of energy. The energy that you put behind something will directly impact how powerful your words, your marketing lands. So if you don't clean up this energy, then likely you could post and post and post, and you will never get the results you want. So I want to share with you, there's a bunch of energy techniques that we use in the mastermind to get your energy in the right place. But I want to share with you one easy tool that you can use right now. Sometimes when it comes to our energy, many of you know that I owned a yoga studio for almost a decade. So I have studied a lot of this stuff, but what a lot of us don't realize is that we can go to our body sometimes first to then tap into our thinking mind. So in order to clean your energy, I want to teach you this one technique. It's called cutting the cords. So you take your hand and you just go like this, and you're cutting the cords. So basically you're letting go of all of the doubt, all of the insecurity, anything that's blocking, anything that's limiting you, okay? And then you can do it anywhere from 1 minute to 2 minutes, cutting the cords, okay? Once you cut the cords, you're gonna pile it up in your hands, and then you're gonna throw it into the dirt, okay? Into the ground. Once you throw it into the ground, we wipe it clean. All right. So now that you've cut the cords, you cleaned your energy, one easy technique that you can use. I want you to get into a place of accomplishment. One of the things that I see so many people doing is they spend more time in lack and scarcity and not enough time in abundance. And one of the best ways that you can get yourself into a more abundant mindset is by taking out a piece of paper. This is in your playbook, and jotting down all of your accomplishments. When I started to do this every single day, when I started implementing these energy tools to clean my energy, when I stepped into my accomplishments, my business skyrocketed. So I want you to take out your playbook later, and I want you to write down everything that you've accomplished. Sometimes people say, Rachel, I don't have anything. And I want you to question that. I want you to say to yourself, is that true? Because my guess is it's not. We all have accomplished things. Now, I want you to go to what have you accomplished in your day? What have you accomplished this week? Maybe even what have you accomplished in the last month or even in the last year? And sometimes you have to go to the most minimal place. Sometimes you have to start with, I got up this morning. I showered and I showed up for myself. For me, sometimes it's I meditate. I meditate every day. I self-coached, right? What did you do today? What have you accomplished today? What have you accomplished this week? What have you accomplished in the last month? When you spend more time in your accomplishments and less time in what's not working, this is the energy that you begin to create. What you put out into the world always will come back to you. So check in with yourself. It's really important that you're not putting out what you don't want, because the universe does not know the difference. So make sure that you're not constantly saying to yourself, it's not working. Because the more you say it's not working, the more it's not working, my friends. So we must always check in with where we are currently at, right? Which the model is a great tool to get you there. We must clean up our own energy. We must step into the place of abundance, which one of the great ways to do that is to take an accomplishment inventory every single day. And then you must be consistent. So you can take the formulas from day one. You can step into what makes you unique. And then you can clean your energy every day and manage your own brain. These tools alone can get you creating clients today. I 100% promise you that. The important thing is you have to do it, and you have to do it consistently, my friends. Any muscle takes time and takes consistency. And what I like to say is that you are building your brain muscles. You're building your mental strength Okay. And when it comes to your business, you're going to have to build strength in lots of different areas. Okay. You have to build strength in your own mindset. You have to build strength and confidence in your offer, in your program, and in the clarity of your message. Another reason that so often our message does not compel and convert is it's not clear enough, it's not specific enough, and it's not tapping in. It's not helping them step in. Your message is not enabling them to step in to their situation, if that makes sense. You want them to be able to think, oh my goodness, he is reading my mind. She's reading my mind. She knows me so much better than I know myself almost. And then you have to be able to be very clear and specific with the value of what you are offering, the value of what you're offering, and the impact if they don't take action now. All right, my friends. So I want you to download all of that. I know that was a lot. I want you to sit with it and I want you to integrate it. Now, I know a few of you have mentioned, what would it take? What's the next step if you want to continue this work? Because this is just the very little steps. These are just a couple of the tiny itsy bitsy pieces that go into the Holistic Growth Mastermind. It is jam-packed with so much goodness, okay? So it is a 6-month container for those of you that are interested. We've got 24 calls in there. So we meet every week as a group. We have our own private Facebook group. Inside this container, you are going to learn every single energy tool I have to hack your brain, okay? The ones that have gotten me to 6 figures and multiple 6 figures. I am going to teach you everything you need to learn about writing magnetic copy so it compels and it converts, because it's great if it compels, but that's only going to get you so far. We need it to convert. Okay. So I give you tons of formulas. We make it simple and easy. So it does not matter if you are a good or a bad writer, my friends. We're going to get you clear on who is your ideal client, and we're going to get you stepping into their mind, literally. Okay. Because that is essential. We're going to craft your program so it is unique to you, so you stand out in the sea of all the other people in your industry. And of course, I'm going to teach you my sales process that converts 90% of the time. So if you are interested, if this sounds like you would be a good fit, then I want to encourage you to apply today, because I keep the group really small, and I do that intentionally because I want to make sure that everybody is getting exactly what they need. I want to let you know that my program is 100% guaranteed. That's how much I know it works. That's how much I believe in it. And I can tell you, my friends, it doesn't just work. It hasn't just worked on me. I am a living, breathing example of it, because everything I teach is everything I do still to this day, every single day. But my clients are living, breathing examples of this work. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be sharing their stories. I'm going to be showcasing them, doing lots of client spotlights so you can see. This shit is the bomb. It works. So wherever you are right now on your journey, a lot of the times you come to me, and right now, maybe you've created a few clients, but you are ready to create some serious momentum. I've got you. I believe in you. I know 100% that you can do this, because I know Special Unicorn and I did it. I know that Stacy, my client Stacy, I'm not sure if she's on right now. I don't think she is. She's done it. She's kicking ass, my friends. Maggie, I'm not sure if you're on right now. If you are, give us a thumbs up. Maggie, she is 8 months pregnant, people, about to have her second child. Boom. She's making it all happen. Yes, you can apply directly from my website, but just in a moment when we're done, I'm going to drop the link and you can go right there. I can tell you, my client Dana today, I don't know if you're on right now, Dana, but crazy ass wild session, rocking it. I want to let you guys know that I'm offering $500 off to one person. Okay, I'm going to do it at the end. I'll probably do it this weekend. All you have to do is participate. Some of you have already done it. If you're watching the replay, because I know a bunch of you are watching the replay, don't worry, I've got you. You're going into the drawing. You've been emailing what's going on for you. And I love that. So I'm going to drop the link in a moment. I promise you 100%, not only are you going to make your money back, but my guess is you're going to double and triple it. Because here, I want to let you guys know, as much as I love making money, who doesn't, right? I'm on a mission, guys. I'm on the mission to make sure that there's nobody out there who's helping serve people that isn't making money. And here's why. Because I want to take the money and redistribute it into the places where I think it should be best. I think that the money needs to be in the hands of those people who are serving people, making people feel better in their minds, their bodies, right? In their spirit, in their lives. So if that is you, then this mastermind is perfect for you. All right, my friends, I hope you found the last 3 days extremely valuable. Feel free to share any of it with your friends. Let me know the biggest gains you've gotten, and I can't wait to see you in the mastermind. Have a wonderful weekend, my friends.